Okay, I just printed off my license for North Carolina, and I can shoot a bear, 2 bucks, 4 does, and 2 turkeys. Maybe I should put another cooler in the truck. Well guys, I got a surprise bonus for you. I am going on a bear hunt that I was not expecting. I got an opportunity to go on a bear hunt in November in one of the places that's always been a bucket list hunt for me. So this opportunity came about to hunt in North Carolina near the Dismal Swamp, coastal Carolina bears, which are some of the biggest bears on the planet when it comes to black bears. And I'm going to be doing a story for Bear Hunting Magazine, and so since I'm going on this trip, I'm going to take all my video stuff and try to get a really good YouTube video out of this. Hopefully kill a nice bear. If I kill one of those 600-pound giants that they have out there, that'd be awesome. But if I kill a nice representative bear, that'd be just fine too. But I'm so excited to be going out there at a time of the year when bears are hibernating here in Minnesota, but the bears out there are still feeding, and they feed pretty much year-round, don't really hibernate like they do here in the upper Midwest. You might think that I would fly to North Carolina since it's 1,500 miles away from home, and that was my original thought. And then I'm like, you know what, I think I'm just going to make a vacation out of this, take my truck and drive all the way out there. It's 1,500 miles, and that way I can take a couple of coolers and I don't have to worry about bear meat and skin and hide and head and stuff like that. And the other thing is that something you probably don't know about me is I'm actually related to Daniel Boone. It's a shirt-tail relation. I don't even know, I can't even tell you off the top of my head, but I'm related to Daniel Boone, and I have never gone to the Daniel Boone historic sites, national parks and stuff that are a lot of the Daniel Boone history in that part of the country. The Cumberland Gap has a big historical site and museum there about Daniel Boone. I've never been to it, and that's why I just decided I'm just going to jump in my truck and drive out there, and then I'm going to hit these historic sites on the way back, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. So I've got the time right now. This kind of a hunt, there's multiple ways that they hunt these big bears. With a firearm, it's pretty common to be out at daylight watching the crop fields where these bears are feeding, and then try to get a shot on them when they walk back towards the cover where they bed at night. That's one way. Another way is that they bait them out there, so you can sit over baits. And the third way, probably the most common way, is they hound hunt them. Now my plan is, and I've talked to the outfitter about this, and my plan is to sit over baits for a couple, 3 days, and just kind of see how that goes. And then I always have the option to run the hounds and shoot a bear with the hounds, which is a little more difficult with a bow, because a lot of these bigger bears they can't climb trees. They're too big. So it's a little more difficult with a bow, but I really want to shoot the bear with a bow. And so my plan is to do a combination, I guess you'd say, of bait sitting and the hounds if needed. But anyway, I hope you follow along on this. I can't wait. This is going to be really fun. Thanks for being a part of it.
There's silence in the dark, our fate is whispering. There's a swell in the water. We're not going under, no. We got heroes blending of veins.
Just pulling into a hotel here in Richmond, Indiana. So I drove about 12 and a half hours today. And according to the GPS, trip is about 22 hours. So I'll have a little shorter day tomorrow. So I'm over halfway. Get a good night's sleep, and we'll hit the road again in the morning.
We were born for this.
I arrived. Got here right at dark. Let's go in and look around. I'm the only one here right now. We got guys out in the... We got guys that are out hunting. Here is the cabin, the bear cabin they call it, that I'm staying in. I'm actually up in the loft up there. Kitchen area. Let's go out. I hear a rumor that there is a really big bear out in the shed out here. Let's go out. Okay, so this is the kind of the shop area here where they clean the bears. And that right there is a bear that was shot yesterday. And let me get back here and see if we can get the whole thing in it. That skin is from a 685 pound bear that was shot yesterday. Okay, I do not expect to get one that big, but I would settle for that. First morning here, we've already got dogs treed, and I'm just tagging along. I'm not hunting right away this morning. I'm going to set a bait this afternoon, but we've already got dogs in the woods, and some sounds like one group is treed and one group is bayed over here. So we're off to a good start. We'll see who gets a shot right away this morning.
Won't do no matter, and it might have sent something. Yeah.
Back up here.
Coming down. Oh, maybe not that big after all. He's way up there.
Oh, that's a real one.
Is it a sow and a yearling or something?
Must be. Yeah, I think anybody run back over. Might be going back.
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh yeah, he's up our ass is what he is. Right in the fire.
Get your stick around here, see if we can move on him a little bit better.
Right there.
I chased him too.
Here it comes!
Yep. 1, 2, hold 3. On it. Ah! Got you all over you.
Well, this is really, really different than anything I'm used to. It's a really kind of a bizarre spot right here where I guess it's just so weird that it's the middle of November and I'm hunting and there's green leaves all around me and it's 60 degrees and there's a bunch of peanuts out here and a whole trailer full of peanuts, plus bags and boxes and totes, and there's just peanuts all over the place. And I'm pretty excited about this. We just had a fun day today. It was so chaotic. I'm not even sure where to start, but let me tell you a little bit about it. I've just got settled into the stand here, and hopefully I got a few minutes to talk before the bears show up, but they're telling me it's going to be a complete zoo in here. So we started out right away this morning, put some dogs out by some baits, and it just happened immediately. We had dogs going all kinds of different directions. We had a bear up a tree that we had a sow with 3 yearling cubs, and so some of the dogs took each of the cubs and 2 of the bears went up a tree, and it was just chaos getting back in there. And I mean, I've been in thick cover before, but this is a whole new level of thick. And there are vines that, I mean, it might as well be barbed wire that's strung all over through the woods. It's a whole new level of thick cover where these bears are. And then we had this one bear that wanted to cross the road. It kept coming close to the road and the dogs would come, and then the guys are all honking horns and yelling and hollering and trying to turn this bear back into the section where the hunters are. And the weird thing is that people that own dogs in this area, they just show up, and they can listen on the radio and know where you're hunting, and they all want to train their dogs, and they just all want to be a part of it. And within an hour there's like 6 trucks instead of 2 or 3, and within 2 hours there's 15 trucks and 25 people and 35 dogs. And as you can see, it's just absolute chaos, and people running everywhere, and trucks driving up and down, backwards and forwards, down and up and down the roads, and it's really different. But that's the way they hunt here, and everybody's happy with it, and they like it. And we ended up getting a bear, and then they got a system of getting a bear out of the woods that's really, really cool. They use a cone. So as you can see, they just hook up a pulley to a trailer hitch on one of the roads, and then they use a rope to just pull the bear out, and man, it comes out of the woods in a hurry. The guys can't even keep up to it. So that's how the morning went, and now it's about 2 o'clock, actually 3 o'clock now, and it gets dark about 5:30, so pretty short sit. But there is a lot of bears that are feeding in this spot, so I can afford to be pretty selective according to what they're telling me. So we'll see how it goes. We're just going to settle in here and watch what happens. But there's actually a whole trailer full of peanuts sitting right here. Wow. See that bear or not, but he came in right behind me, just sat there for quite a while just watching him, and I think he might have winded me, but I'm not sure. He was almost right below the stand here, and then he just moved off. He didn't look too spooked. So he might come in from a different direction, that's my guess. Pretty good looking bear. I can't tell if it's big, but it's pretty nice. So it's 4:30 right now, got an hour left. Well, there's our first customer. Not a big one. Acting cautious. That bear was here for a while and then left. I think it was a different bear than the one that was behind me. Earlier, I think the one behind me was a little bit bigger. This one here was like a 150 pounder. Anyway, I've only got about 10-15 minutes of shooting light left. It's getting pretty dark.